All right, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to the Movie Bros Show. I'm your host, Remy, and that's your other host, Josh.
This
Say
is
hi.
Josh. Josh. How's it going, guys? How's it going? It's been a minute. It feels like it's been a minute, but I'm excited to be on again.
Things I'm excited for, of course, is Netflix's Avatar, the new Percy Jackson series.
Yeah.
I just want to watch that. I haven't watched Monarch yet. I've heard really good things about Monarch. Monarch's the one, it's about the organization that helps manage Godzilla, King Kong, all of
Yes,
those.
yes. It's coming out on Disney. Is that right?
No, that's on Apple Plus
I'm
TV.
sorry.
Apple
Excuse
TV.
me. Apple Plus.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah, and yeah, it's just so interesting for sure of the
Dude, they've
things.
been making Godzilla movies since like the 70s. I mean, I almost want to like. I remember watching those as a kid when on Saturdays in Houston, Texas, there was a channel that was just dedicated to like foreign movies, and these would
Yeah,
come out, and they were made like in the 60s and 70s, man. And of course, the voice never matched and all that. But as a kid, you just love that crap, and they continue to retell that story and make it more realistic and scarier. And what's funny and interesting to me is that like in this now day and age, you can almost see it happening. I mean, you could almost
oh
see
yeah,
the earth opening up and flipping. These monsters just come out of nowhere, right? Like, is it
yeah.
really going to be a big surprise if Godzilla popped out of the ocean? Not really, not really. So I'm glad they continue to make it. I feel like it's a story that never gets old, right? So yeah.
So one of the other bits of movie news here that I'm like, I don't understand why people are being so negative about it, but like Wonka, Willy Wonka, the fact that it's a musical, people are like shocked by this. I'm like, if you think about it,
Whole
I mean,
show had songs in it. The
yeah,
original. I mean, I don't
yeah, Cheer
understand.
Up
Oh
Charlie,
gosh, yeah.
and yeah, like I mean, oompa
I
oompa,
know.
like you when you quote the movie, you probably quote one of the songs. So it's like, do you not remember this is it was one?
One of my
Like,
favorite songs in Willy Wonka is when they just get after the fat kid. I think the fat kid falls in the chocolate, right? He gets stuck, and then they all get in that
in which version?
the original version.
Oh yeah,
So they all get in, actually in the new version too, but it's a different song. They get in that carriage, and he says this poem that rhymes, and it's a song, and it just kind of gets you into this mood, and then everything starts going
oh,
faster and faster.
there's no way of knowing which way they're
There
rowing.
you go,
Yes,
man! It gives me shivers every
yeah,
time.
I know Gene Wilder just
Dude,
performs that so well. Goodness.
I'm telling you, I've, yes, that right there, like gave me chills as a kid. I just was like, this dude's
and
losing
then
his
and then
nuts.
the spiders on the trees
Yes,
around them
yes,
and stuff just
yes.
meant to creep them out. Like the whole adventure of it is like a journey through life and the challenges and things you face, right? It's like he's testing these people. What's your reaction gonna be? What's your like are you scared of small things? And yeah, I love it. But yeah, I'm just like, duh, people. It's a I mean, of course, Wonka is a musical, and if you don't think it should be, you're silly. Also, have you seen the Oompa Loompas?
Oh, in
Who
the
plays?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Hugh Grant plays the Oompa
yes. He's
Loompas,
like,
and I'm like, oh my
yes,
gosh.
and Hugh Grant's he's got this weird sense of sarcasm that you just can't match. His sarcasm is on an astronomical level, man.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just funny. I
yeah.
did.
I mean, Hugh Grant was great in the Dungeons and Dragons movie,
Oh
um,
yeah,
and and like I hate that that didn't do well as I think it should have and did, because I loved that so much. Like that Dungeons and Dragons movie was just where it was at. Like it was fun for everyone. It was clean. It was just something I wish more people enjoyed, because I was like blown away by it. So
yes, yes, yes. We saw it together, and you know, there's a saying you don't want to be captured by the moment, but I'm telling you that. I watched it twice. Actually, I watched it 3 times already. I saw it once at the movies, twice, almost in the same week, just a couple months ago, almost. Still funny as snot. I saw more
yeah,
little hidden Easter eggs that I didn't find before. Go watch it if you haven't watched it. You're doing yourself a favor. Just that simple.
yeah, absolutely. Like Like, yeah, just go watch it. Like, do yourself a favor. Like you said, there's the toys that are on sale this Christmas, and I'm like looking at all the toys that I might buy, and I'm like all these are on sale, and it's like I just want to buy them all for myself, but I was like, no, I better wait and see what I get for Christmas first, and all this stuff. So I'm excited for that. Another one is Argyle, the new movie with Henry Cavill in it. Have you
Oh
seen?
yes, I saw that. I saw the preview on that.
Looks so good. I'm like this is like something that's inventive. I mean, it's a story you've heard before, but like just the scene and the very like the preview of the dance and how intimidating it feels, and like a villainess dancing with a an agent, and then like all of the fun adventure in it, like man, and it's star-studded cast like
Yes, yes,
Catherine
yes,
O'Hara, Bryan Cranston,
yes.
Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, John Cena, Samuel Jackson. Like,
I hope it does well, because
me too, so much.
right,
Like,
because
I
it's
love
like
all those people.
right, exactly. You're just like, man, with that kind of cast, it should just be rocking and rolling.
Right. And of course, I've seen like casts like that, and then the movie sucks. And then it's awful. It's like, why'd you waste this star-studded cast? I think of, oh, what's that one? I'm gonna forget the name of it, but I can look it up real quick here, because I know an actor who's in it. I wanted it to be so good, and it wasn't. And I was sad because I was like, I wanted it to be good. Oh, Terminal. Terminal is the name of it. So let me tell you the cast here real quick. Simon Pegg, Margot Robbie, Mike Myers, Max
Oh
Irons,
yes,
like all these amazing
I
people,
yes.
and it
I
wasn't
tried to get through it, and I actually didn't finish
wasn't
it.
good.
I didn't finish
I
it. I
I
tried to get
watched
through
it
it.
I watched it twice. So I used to be in this movie group at my job, and we'd submit movies for everyone to watch. And I submitted this one because I was like, I need you all to suffer through this with me. And like, let's hunt the good. Let's try to find good things about it. Like, try to understand what they were trying to do. And then, like, what, why, what, what, what went wrong? Like, because Simon Pegg, amazing actor, right? Margot Robbie, amazing. Like, I just
I felt
all these
like
people.
I felt like I just didn't see Margot in this role at all.
Yeah.
Like, I felt that was a bad cast, to be honest.
Okay.
I felt like I just felt like the movie was off. Like, it tried to be, to me, it felt like it tried to be Sin City to a
Yeah.
degree, but it
Sin
just
City, very
this
noir,
yeah,
like
but it just,
focused.
I don't know, but I felt like the hilarity. Like, I felt like it tried to make it sort of funny in a way, in a sense, like absurd almost funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't work, in my
Yeah.
opinion,
I
and
agree with you.
and everybody else's opinion apparently. So
Yeah. And
yeah,
I'm just like, it's sad. It's like star cast. Like the cast was good. And if it was just done a little bit different, I feel like it would have been a great story. I loved Mike Myers, that
right.
twist, that spin on it. I loved like the fact that it was like a revenge story, all that. That was cool, but it just wasn't well executed. Yeah, that's yeah, that's
Yeah,
another thing.
it happens.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like that's okay, right? Oh, speaking of another, like sometimes movies say they flopped, but then you're like, oh no, it didn't. Like, oh
Right,
no, it didn't.
right.
That's the other thing. Like, I always, anytime I say something like that one, I think of V for Vendetta. I find that movie to be beautiful and a well-told story, complex, and like a true just journey of a story unfolding and developing and
Yeah.
getting better and better as you go. It's
So
like a couple movies in one.
I love V for Vendetta. I wish it didn't. It came out in a time where there was a lot of politics
Yes,
around it, and I felt like that actually overshadowed just the fun,
it hurt it.
the wonderful movie that it was. Had
Yep.
it come out alone, I felt like, and I do feel like the Wachowski sisters now tried to put a little bit of a political spin, and it had a little bit of some political undertones. And around that time was a real, you know, some political unrest and X, Y, and Z. And but man, it was just, to me, it was a journey of self,
Yeah.
discovering who you were.
Natalie Portman,
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
fell in love with her character. Like her
yeah.
performance was just so well done. Like Evie Hammond knows what's up now. Like came into this story unexperienced, going through, not able to stand up for herself in the alleyway against the Fingermen, and by the end of it, she could just go through whatever, and you just knew she was coming out and strong and just so well told.
And
And then
again, Hugo Weaving.
yeah, oh
I mean, another legend. I mean, he just seems to find the right characters to play,
yeah,
and they're
like
immortal.
and exactly like every character he's played becomes so special.
Yeah, they're immortal. I mean,
Yeah,
who doesn't say Mr. Anderson, right? I mean, it just,
Mr.
I mean, he's just got.
Anderson.
I mean, you
Like,
just remember him
yeah,
because he plays these wonderful, fantastic characters. And to be honest, V is one of my favorite characters for him by
yeah,
far.
I agree.
I love how they use the
The
V
fact,
sounds and the way he moved.
yeah, you never
Right,
see his face,
right.
right?
It was just, it was phenomenal. He did
But his
great.
voice, it
Yes.
just carries that whole vibe and just
Yeah. It was
yeah,
beautiful. Just beautiful.
yeah.
And of course, I'll never. My best Natalie Portman movie is The Professional, uh, by far. I mean, I love that movie to death. And
Yeah,
anybody who hasn't seen The Professional, because it came out a while ago, I think
yeah.
1992. I'm gonna have to Google it here.
Isn't it Leon the Professional?
No, I think it's just Well, I don't know. It's been a minute. That's how long it's been. It may be Leon the Professional. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
1994. Okay, so I was close. Leon the Professional. We meet Jean Reno for the first time. That's the first time I ever saw him. Is in The
Oh yeah.
Professional, but that's not the first time he's ever acted. Gary Oldman, Natalie Portman. I mean,
And
it
this
was
is like young Natalie Portman too.
yeah.
Like she's like 12 or 13.
Yeah. I don't think it was her first role, but it was pretty close to being her first role. Like, if I remember
Yeah.
right, fantastic movie. If you guys have not seen Leon the Professional,
It was her first role.
oh, it was. I thought that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. He coined the phrase from The Office: "No women, no kids." That was Leon the Professional, and it was just an odd story, such an odd story, and the violence in it was great. I mean,
Yeah.
it just was cool. It was weird. It was cool. I don't know. Just a great movie. So if you haven't seen that, please do. It's worth it.
Please do. Please do.
Please do.
Yeah. Gladiator 2 is
Saw
supposedly
that.
coming out, and I'm like, they're reportedly possibly not gonna have Kurt or Russell Crowe
Yeah,
in it,
right.
and it's like, what? Then why make it? Like why? Then don't do it.
Well,
Since
I was under the impression that
yeah.
he actually died in the first movie.
Oh, okay. I'm,
Um,
I'm just like,
but yeah, I mean,
I don't know why you would.
yeah. There's an IMDb on it already, but I don't know how accurate it's going to be. But yeah, Gladiator 2, man, gosh, I tell you, Gladiator was another great movie.
Oh,
They,
that just made me think of two. Speaking of it, like a second, Monk. Do you remember? Did you ever watch Monk? Tony
yes, and
Shalhoub.
I've yet to watch that movie, the new one coming
The
out.
new movie just came out, and it's
Yes,
post-COVID. Imagine the germaphobe that Monk is going through COVID.
yes, I've
Do
been
you think
trying to
he'd really
watch it.
still be alive? Like, I feel like he would just would have went crazy.
He would
Like,
never got infected for one. I'm just saying.
oh yeah,
I
no,
love the Monk
definitely
series. I thought that Tony Shalhoub was hilarious.
phenomenal. Yeah, really good.
Yeah,
I'm excited for Joker 2 also. Joker 2
yeah, I
looks
saw
so
that.
good. Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. Yeah, at first I was like, but knowing Lady Gaga, I know she'll be able to pull that off really well. And good directors, everything. Just happy about it.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna do great.
Yeah,
I feel like she's gonna do great. I feel like it's gonna take you to weird places because they're both Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga should be pretty interesting. So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm all for it. I definitely want the experience of it, and just yeah. Another recent release here on Netflix is Leave the World Behind. I'm hearing mixed reviews. I don't know,
Okay, so
but I'm gonna give it a shot.
I saw that one. That's with Julia Roberts, right? Yeah.
Yep, Julia Roberts. Yeah,
So I'm gonna
you've
let you
watched it
watch
already.
it. Yeah, I've seen it already. I'm gonna let you watch it first,
Okay.
and we can talk
Well,
about it. But
next podcast, we'll be discussing the yeah.
I'm just gonna leave you alone on. I don't want to influence you at all. But we can talk about it next time.
Talk about a star-studded cast too.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I
yeah,
know. But watch it first, and then kind of come back at me. I had some. We'll see. So I'll let you
questions.
see.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm down. I wanna talk about it here. So that's perfect. Awesome. Well, I think that kind of ties up this episode here of just really talking a whole bunch of movie news, kind of just going off on tangents about movies that we love and know. And please join in the conversation. If we brought up a movie and you're like, "Oh, I love that movie," let us know. If you're like, "Oh no, that's trash," let us know. Because we're here to talk with you, to have a fun time, and just kind of go through uh, this together. I love being able to have a conversation around movies. Movies are one of my favorite things ever.
Yes. 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 I'll let you in on a little secret here. I just showed my son, who's 9, the Hobbit trilogy. It's a PG-13, and you should caution. But me and my wife talked about it, and I didn't feel like it was that over the top to where he could watch it. And it took me back to when I was a kid watching movies. I mean, there were parts where he was just snuggled in his blanket and his eyes were so wide. I mean, he literally took the whole movie in, and the funny parts were funny, the scary parts were scary. I mean, he kept, there's some parts he had to stand up and move because they were so exciting, and that's kind of the point of what I'm trying to. The point of what I'm trying to say is that movies should affect you in a way a book affects you, in a way a photo affects you. They should have something to offer, and those bring back memories of good times. They should inspire you, and bring back memories, and that's why I enjoy watching movies. Sometimes you can relate to some of the characters, and they kind of remind you of life, and you know you build memories there, and so that's why I enjoy Remy, because I feel like he's kind of in the same avenue, and we've together probably watched more movies than a billion
Most
people.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, guys, man. We much appreciate it. As always, you know what to do. Like, follow, subscribe, hit us up on Spotify, wherever you like us, wherever you want to hear our voice, wherever you want to see our face, do it. We love to keep making content. We're going to make content anyway. And comment. Let us know if you think we missed out on a movie that you'd like to share. We'd love to hear about it. So,
Absolutely.
Remy, you want to sign us
Thanks
off?
again.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yes, please. Yeah, please like, share, comment, do all the things. We appreciate you so much for being a part of this fun time that we get to have discussing things we love with people we love. So uh, go out there, be blessed, don't be stressed, have a good one. See you in the next one.
Peace.